defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Gators need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Off play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They not only need to pick up this first down, they need to do it quickly, David.
And they got some yards on third down, so now the fourth down is a little bit easier. But late in the ball game, man, it's go time. We need points. We got to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment. And the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. That's reeled in, it's Wilson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Holds it in. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but
He's going to let it go. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
and that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Makes the catch. It's Ball. Powers through. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And I love the offense, man. Staying aggressive, doing what you need to do, pushing the ball down the field, still willing to throw the football late in this game. I just don't like the ending. Man, don't step out of bounds. Let that clock run. Try to get out of here with a W.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Lagway. The sure hands, it's Ball. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, even...
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a Let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Off-play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Showing off the arm. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Oh, they're after him. Got a man. It's Sharp. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Wants to fire on second down. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Going up top again. And the ball's on the ground. Offense scoops it up and still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Bennett. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Quarterback may change this route. On the move. Got the first down and still on his feet. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now, they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The give to the tailback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Got it! He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end
same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Creates a little space. Passes the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Grab in the backfield, it's Durham. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harbor. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Takes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking to get it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the first half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Sippo. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. The give to the back. Ball is free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you see crowds and fans get upset all the time with those kind of play calls. Like running the ball, third and long, what are we doing? We're not going to get the first. Oh, you're trying to trick them, and it's just is even more frustrating. This offense did not have a good possession.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Buys a little time. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room. It's Durham. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Fighting him. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive plays when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They're testing the right side here. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, with the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nice move to pick up yardage. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They move on top here in the 4th.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. reeled it in the end zone. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. They're setting up the screen. It's a running room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. LSU right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The screen, and watch out. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. He wants a big play here late. Touchdown LSU! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And he needs this one for the tie, and he's got it. We're locked up in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Rush is on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Got a lot of room to the right.
executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Corners are going to bail. Oh, they're after him. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays, and how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense. The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on first down. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Smashes through the tackle.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He wants to take the top off. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking